Hi students, Dr. Elmore here. I hope you've been having a good semester so far. I want to give you a couple of tips for the remaining assignments. So assignments 3 and 4, they go together. They're the exact same material, but you present it in two different ways. Right? So assignment 3 is a research formal project or website. You have several options here. You could do a proposal, which is a report where you pitch a new idea to somebody, a specific audience. You could do a recommendation where you have a specific audience and you choose among 2 or 3 different options and you evaluate which one is the best based on evidence and research. You could do a list of definitions or instructions, or you could do a website. So one of those will be your and your partner's work for assignment 3. Right, and then assignment 4, all you do is take the same material and just convert it into a PowerPoint or a Prezi or a Google slideshow. And here comes my doggy. All right, Buster. So the assignment 4, he wants to say hi. Yeah. Buster, I'm talking to the students. Yeah. So for assignment 4, it's a presentation. You're not required to have an audio component. For an online class, it's really nice. But in a 6-week class, I know you're very pressed for time. So if you don't have time to do audio with your PowerPoint or Prezi for assignment 4, that's okay. So the first draft of assignment 3 will be due July 22nd, and I'll give you lots of detailed feedback on that. Your first draft does not have to be complete. Just do as much of it as you can. I will say that for assignment 3, the higher scores, usually during a typical semester, tend to be those that have primary research in addition to secondary. It's nice to get secondary research, which means you go online, you find statistics, you find numbers, you find quotes from experts. But it's good to have primary research if you can. If you have somebody like a professor or an expert in the field in your family, or even get some student opinions and get quotes from them, that is primary research. That's always good if you can include that. But again, because it's a 6-week class, I understand you may not have time to do all that. Feel free to conduct your primary research by instant message or email or WhatsApp or some quick, easy way to get in touch with others. So then the first draft of your assignment 4, your oral presentation, will be on July 27th. I'm going to have you put it in the discussion forum, and that way you can get feedback from your peers. So then, both assignments 3 and 4, the final versions, are due on July 29th. That's the last day of the semester. Also, the day any of your optional rewrites are due. Any of you who want to rewrite assignment 1 or 2, you can optionally rewrite either or both of those. Please, please, please do include either a summary at the end of assignment 1 and 2, what changes you made in your rewrite, and or highlight all your changes in yellow. If you forget to do those 2 steps, I'm very pressed for time and it's hard for me to do a regrade so quickly, especially if a lot of you turn them in. So please don't forget those steps on your rewrites. Okay, I'm going to send you guys a whole bunch of examples from previous semesters of the types of things students have done. For an original website, you could either pick a club. Last semester, some students created a website for a geology club, I believe it was. Or you could do an original website for somebody you know that is interested in starting their own business. One semester I had some students do a really good website for a tattoo artist they were friends with, and they helped her create her own website with a wonderful gallery of all the tattoos. Oh yes, tattoos, love the ink. So that was a good project. Proposals, if you want to propose something, you could pitch it to a specific audience. Maybe one semester, I think a student proposed that they had more safety lights on campus, especially at the Biscayne campus, because it was kind of dark and scary at night. One student proposed that they should build a covered basketball court at the Biscayne Bay campus, and they came up with a budget and a timeline and a task line. One of the examples I'll be sending you is one young lady did this amazing proposal project. She proposed that the Dade County schools come up with a new literature curriculum that was more diversity centered. I thought that was such a good proposal. So a recommendation is pretty easy. Like, let's say you have a company and you want to recommend a company car or a company laptop or something like that. You would just evaluate the products, try to pick 2 or 3 in the same price range, and then evaluate which one is best for the needs of that audience. If you do a set of definitions or instructions, that's honestly the easiest and shortest of the assignments. So since it's summer, it might work well for you and your team. Since it's so easy just to write definitions or instructions, one student did like a 5-page thing on how to use Photoshop to make your vacation photos look better. If you're going to do something like that, I really insist that you include some kind of primary research. Like if you're going to do 50 definitions every medical student should know or law student should know, please try to include some primary research. Interview a couple of law students and get like maybe 5 tips from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Tips on how to prepare for law school or get jobs after law school. So I hope this gives you an idea of the kinds of expectations I'm looking for with assignment 3 and 4. And please try to work with a partner if you can. Please try not to work solo unless your schedule is just so weird that you can't work with others, because it helps me keep the number of projects manageable for me to grade and give feedback on. Right. So projects 3 and 4, usually they're fun. These can be real world projects, things that you can actually include in your writing portfolio or that you can mention in cover letters and resumes and interviews in the future. You can talk about these group projects you did and you had a real world audience. That's often a big plus later on in your resume. So I hope you enjoyed projects 3 and 4. I will be emailing you a whole bunch of sample projects from the past so that you can get ideas and hopefully come up with a good idea for yourself. Email me if you have any questions. All right. Thank you so far for a good semester. 2 weeks left. All right. Thanks.